So this is the LTT Store backpack. One of the things I really like about this backpack so far is the amount of zippers and storage that you have. The first one starting off is this little outside pouch. It opens up book style. I usually just throw some headphones in here, and it has a nice little stretchy compartment to make sure that whatever you're throwing in here is actually staying inside and not rattling around if the backpack turns upside down or whatnot. Another thing I like is perfectly sized for my SanDisk or storage. SD cards can all just slip in there. It's pretty nice. Right here is mainly for the LTT screwdriver. I've not ordered that, and I'm probably not going to because it's $70 for a screwdriver, which is kind of crazy. The pencils and all my stuff right there. Hello, Mochi. My cat just ran up. I have in the sunglasses slot headphones. Right now they're just sitting in there because I don't have sunglasses that I wear at the moment, but I'll throw sunglasses in there too if I need to. Moving on to the side, there is a really nice side compartment for really whatever you need. I usually just keep my Charge 100 in here, flip the right way, and fits really nice, zips up, fits perfectly in there. Can't really have a cable in there, which unfortunately is too big. It'll stick out through the zippers a little bit because the cable doesn't have room to bend. But other than that, it's a very nice compartment. If you find a short cable, there is this little pocket right here that you could throw something in if you can manage to zip it closed. But there's also a little hole so that you can get cables out if you can manage to bend the cable once again. But I find that too hard, so I usually just don't worry about it. Moving on to the middle, there's this really big area for anything, really. I use it for school stuff right now, like binders, notebooks, but you can have little water bottle slot on the inside. I just keep this key ring onto it to pull it out since it's a little bit shorter. And to show you how much this can really fit, I probably can't have the bottle in here too, or maybe I can. But this is my Xbox One, and it's giant, it's a relic. But you can fit almost anything in this middle section. Yeah, I might need to take the cup out. But look at that. You can, if it was a normal cup, you could probably fit something in there. But it can hold really anything, and the zippers go over it a lot. You can throw a controller in there on top too. It fits so much stuff, and it doesn't even come to the top. You can fit a lot more in there if you really want. I still just keep school stuff in there right now. But that is that section. There's a little zipper inside here. I usually just keep microfiber cloths and screen cleaning equipment in here to make sure that my screens are smudgeless and just look kind of cleaner. But moving on to the main section. The main section opens really nice and wide. You can see it kind of cascades out into an accordion kind of. You can throw your laptop in here. Let me switch it around really quickly. You get some nice little branding right there to the LTT logo, but you can throw your laptop in there. There's also felt at the bottom for a switch, which I really like. I don't really need to have a case on it. You can though, but just not for me. There's also big sections right here. I know that you're supposed to have half of the charger and then another half, but I just try to shove this in there the best that I can because it does fit. It does hold it really well though once you can fit it in. So that's that. I also have this tech pouch that I got from OnePlus. So I just have a 100 and something watt brick. I have another mic inside of here, and then just some cables so I never have to worry about losing anything. I can also slip something in here. Usually MagSafes can fit in here, MagSafe chargers. If I wrap the cable more, it'll fit, but it goes all the way down to here, which is nice. This can also slide into this slot right here. Flip it around, but it fits nice. I also have my iPad that I can just go ahead and slip in here as well. And you can really fit anything else you want in here. You can throw in, I have a Hohem iSteady M6 coming, so it's going to replace this. You can throw that in the main compartment along with the Xbox if you wanted to keep that in there. But the material has been very nice. It does so well holding up. I've gone through rain and I've not seen any water go inside the backpack. It's also triple riveted on each side for the top handle, which is really nice. It feels really durable. And they had a lot of controversy in the past as well with the zipper durability. You would bend the prong a little bit to the side and it would just completely snap off. It does have a little bit of room, so I'm hesitant to test it. You get a little carabiner clip as well with the backpack, which I haven't really found any use for except for when I'm carrying groceries up or something. I just need to hook up the bag. There's my cat. But you can also see that you have a lot of hooks and stuff just to put on keychains or whatever you want, really. So flipping around the backpack to the back, there's this really nice cooling mechanism that they used. So it's hollow and then it has ridges all throughout it, so it helps air go through and not just make you sweat. It's very nice. I have sweating issues and this really helps a lot, so I'm happy that Linus put that on the backpack, as well as the shoulder comfort. The shoulder comfort is really nice on this level. There's also another hidden zipper right here. I'll try to zoom in for you, but there is a RFID hidden pouch. It's RFID blocking and it holds your passport, which is really nice. I usually put my tile in here until I found out that there is a dedicated tile slot or AirTag slot if you're Apple and Samsung ecosystem. But you can see that there's a little flat pouch right there. So I think my tile actually fell into the cup holder. It is a little big, unfortunately. I think it's meant for AirTags, but if you really want to keep it secure, I'd recommend putting it in the passport slot just until you use the passport slot, or even if you do use it, there's enough room in there for you to have whatever you want. So zipping this up, you can see that it has no issue. I can throw the Xbox in here again, actually. Let me do that really quick. So I went ahead and I put the Xbox in there. I can go ahead and just throw on this controller. I can stick this down here as well. Let me fold up the legs a little bit. But you can throw that in there as well. Nintendo Switch grip, I could throw that in the other compartment actually. I'll throw ahead in my SuperVOOC charger as well. And you can see it zips up. There's so much room in this backpack for anything. I don't know why you would need all this room. Honestly, I don't even. It's just that I had the iPad and the laptop, which I kind of wanted to have slotted instead of just rattling around in there all the time. I could fit a pillow in here if I want to. I recently went to Austin from Dallas and I flew, and I was worried that the backpack was not going to fit because Linus said that it was just thin enough to fit under the airplane seat in front of you. So I was worried that I had it stacked with clothes and a pillow and everything, that I was going to not fit the backpack under the seat. But it fit under perfectly, it slid under, and there was still room to spare, which actually surprised me. So I could even throw this in the overhead if I wanted to, and there would probably be no issue with that as well. It has been very good so far. I've been hauling everything around in it, as I said before, for around a month or two now, and it's been amazing. I had the Fusebox North Face backpack. I don't know if I have it in here with me, but that one had no storage compartments except for one slot. My laptop kept on hitting the ground, so now there's a bunch of dead pixels on it, which is fun, so I have to deal with that. But this backpack has false bottoms for the laptop, which I also really enjoy, so I can throw this backpack down. Not that I'm going to, but I can throw it down and not have to worry about any of my tech breaking inside. So yeah, I think this is by far the best backpack you can get for your money. It is expensive, but for the amount of storage and the durability of this backpack compared to even the North Face, which got scratched up almost immediately after throwing it down, this is very good. So talking about the aesthetics of the backpack, it is very minimalistic, even though there are a lot of zippers and little hooks and everything. It does look very clean. I'm happy that this is all black and that they didn't do this outside logo in orange. If they did do this outside logo in orange, that would have been a bummer. I would have tried to cut it off probably, but I'm fine with the logo. I mean, I like supporting YouTubers and stuff like that. I have the Marquez Brownlee pin on the inside of there. I don't know if you caught that from earlier, but it is a very nice backpack. Just some things I don't like still are the zippers, even though they are supposed to be stronger. I'll try to zoom in right here for you on them. You can see that I was talking about the room earlier. Like, there's so much wiggle still that I feel like they're just very fragile. But with these zippers, I'm happy they just kept it to only some of the backpack. They didn't try to stick it on this or any of the other zippers. They just kept these ones simple. You could probably replace these, but still, I don't want to go through that process. There's a whole tool. You have to bend it with a metal key and stuff. There are also little walkie-talkie and mic straps right here, so I can go ahead and put my mic, for example, right here, and I could walk around. I could record something if I was at any random event, WWDC. I could walk around. I could record everything perfectly. So going back to the backpack, let me get my mic back on. It does tip over a lot, which I've noticed too, which is unfortunate. So whenever I set it down on a desk, this is just the bed, but it'll always fall forwards, as you can see. I don't know if I can test it on a surface. I'll do another video of me setting it down on the floor, and I'll run that right now. But yeah, as you can see, it just falls forward no matter what surface you set it on. Like I'll set it on a chair. I have to catch it a little bit. Do you want to say hello? She said hello. It's probably one of my favorite backpacks that I've owned, apart from the fuse box, just because I had that for so long. I got tired of it as I got more and more tech and more things. It really just matters like where you put everything, because obviously you got to puzzle it together. I'm taking it to Japan too over the summer, so that'll be fun to try it out. I'll update at the end of this video or just with another short or something afterwards. But yeah, I'm very excited to test this backpack out. It's been a blast so far. It's been holding up very well. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you're going to get a backpack for this price range, what else were you looking at, or what are you looking at now currently? I was looking at the Timbuktu and Alpaca before this, but then I just decided that this was going to hold more tech, more efficiently, and was going to have less rattling around. So decided to go with this. But yeah, let me know what you think. Linus, you did a great job if you ever see this, making this backpack. It's been awesome so far. So yeah, thank you for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments. Please like and subscribe. See ya.